Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to another video from TW White & Sons Mazda. We have got a very, very rare and very special car to show you today. This is a 2021 on a 70 plate Mazda CX-5 in GT Sport specification. So this is sort of the flagship model in the CX-5 lineup. And a couple of things make this car incredibly rare and desirable. We'll start out with the automatic gearbox. It's an automatic transmission car. Any automatic car of any description, auto cars are just so in demand at the moment, and particularly a CX-5. GT Sport, being the specification that it is, makes this car incredibly desirable. It's also a one-owner vehicle. We sold it from new. The service history is with us, and we actually know the owner incredibly well, the previous owner I should say, incredibly well, but has bought a number of cars from us over the years. He's actually a really, really nice guy to deal with as well. And you can buy a petrol engine automatic CX-5 in two ways. You can have the 2 litre 165 PS 2-wheel drive car, and you can have this, the 2.5 litre all-wheel drive, and it produces 194 PS. So this is an incredibly rare car. They didn't actually come to market that long ago with this engine. I think it was about the beginning of 2021. This would have been one of the first, and it's just an awesome thing. I used to drive a Mazda 6 company car that had this engine in it, and I absolutely loved it. You get a real sort of balance between economy, sound, and just how smooth it is. It's a really lovely engine, and it's got plenty of guts. Car's finished in a colour called Eternal Blue. Actually, you don't see loads of CX-5s in this, to be honest. It's actually quite nice to have one in a different colour. And the previous owner optioned to put the silver roof rails on it, which you can see. And car was previously on a private number plate, but the customer has switched that over to his new car, which he took delivery of yesterday. The specification of a GT is incredible. You get an unbelievable amount of kit. A lot of stuff that actually Mazda are now taking off the newer CX-5s still have on this car, and I'll show you as much of that as I can as we go round. But wanted to take an opportunity to show you the condition of the car. Has covered just a little under, or just a little over, sorry, 13,500 miles, so by no means a high mileage car. I'll show you in the boot, so you still get power tailgate with this car. You can do that off the button on the tailgate there. There's a button on the key to be able to do it with, and there's also a button inside the car. And as you can see, really good sign of ownership. The carpet's been protected with a rubber boot liner. You have this retractable tonneau cover here, and button up here to put the tailgate down. Now, being a GT, not only do you get a reversing camera, which you can see just there, you get rear sensors, the dual outlet exhausts, which look really smart, really suit the car nicely, and they are genuine exhausts. They're not like a fake one that's been blanked off or anything like that. They both do emit exhaust gas. These are really nice 19-inch alloys, all wrapped in Toyo Proxy tyres. That's what these cars come with from factory. And a couple of other things that are unique to a GT. Now, you have the dark brown Napa leather interior, so that is an upgrade on the leather. It's a softer, higher quality leather, and you say brown leather and you think, oh, it's not going to look nice, but actually it looks super premium, and it's so dark, it's almost more like black leather, but it looks absolutely lovely. You've got fans in the back here to keep rear occupants cool or hot. You've got a heated rear seats. That's something you only get with a GT, and you also have USB connection in the back here as well, so really well thought out package. Something else which is unique to a GT and something that I am a fan of, dark headliner. I think that looks absolutely lovely, really adds to the sort of premium feel of the car. Looks very nice indeed. And you get a 10-speaker BOSE stereo. This is one of the defining features of the car for me. It's an incredible sound system. Mazda have got a really good relationship with BOSE, and you'll be able to see just how good it is if you come to see the car. You've got 8-way adjust, electric adjustment driver seat with memory function, and the passenger seat is also electric adjust. You've got that digital dash there. If I turn the car on, sorry about the sun glare, I'll try and cut that out. You see that digital display come up there, and you can see car has covered 13,517 miles. It's all digital display, and as you can see, this is sort of slightly better lit where the speedometer needle is. and your dials at the right and left hand side are your conventional analog, but it looks really nice. You can have a lot of information displayed on here. You also have the colour projected head-up display, which you can see just here, projected onto the windscreen to show you the speed that you're doing. I'll try and move out of the sunlight because the sun glare is going to be too bad otherwise. You can see you've got the upgraded 10.25 inch multimedia screen here. Now this has a couple of features that are additions to the car from the year this one was built. So you have a massive, huge navigation screen that you can see there. This car's a GT spec, as I mentioned, so you have the 360 degree view camera. You get that bird's eye view of the car and shows you where you are in terms of relation to the white lines and parking to a curb, but then the larger section of the screen there is still your conventional rear camera. You've got Bluetooth hands-free telephone, DAB digital radio, including audio streaming. And actually, if I come out, sorry, getting the camera to focus because the sun glare is so awful, you'll see that the car's actually fitted with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as standard. So you can plug your smartphone in to the little USB connectors in here, and you're able to use a whole host of apps from your phone through this screen. It includes things like Waze, WhatsApp, Spotify, Amazon Music. It's a really, really nice addition to the car. A lot of manufacturers charge you a lot more money to have CarPlay and Android Auto installed. It was standard at the time this car was built. We have a dual zone climate control air conditioning system that you see down here. Again, because this car is a GT specification, you have heated front seats, but you also have ventilated front seats. So the idea being, heating your seat and cooling it. And this is a really nice feature if you have been in the car for quite a long time and your back's starting to get a bit sweaty and you just need to cool down. You put this on and it draws air away from the back of the seat through the perforations in the leather, so you feel it sort of suck the air through here and it cools you down really nicely. You've also got heated steering wheel. It's an absolute game changer for winter. Heats the sections of the steering wheel from here to here, obviously just does between your sort of 10 and 2 position, but it's really nice. You've got this auto box, which has it's a 6-speed mechanical torque converter box, but it does have paddle shift. So if you put it into drive, you see you've got paddles behind the steering wheel here to be able to shift up and down the gears, so you've got a bit of manual control yourself. Electronic handbrake, you just have to have your foot on the brake, press it down to take it off, lift it back up to put it on. Really is that simple. Push button start, as all modern Mazdas are. And yeah, the interior is just a lovely place to be. CX-5 is probably Mazda's best-selling car over the last few years. It's a really beautifully finished car, very quiet, very comfortable, and yeah, this one is just that little step further because it's such a rare car to have the 2.5 petrol engine. As I mentioned, car is in absolutely sterling condition. There is one little, it's a very small mark on one of the front bumper corners, which I'll show you now. Other than that, it really is lovely. It's been recently serviced by us, so it doesn't need to be serviced before it leaves. And we offer full finance facilities at the dealership. We are incredibly competitive buyers of used cars at the moment. So if you are looking at part exchanging your existing car, you might decide to go to like an online valuation system. Do give us a call first. Guarantee we'll be able to match, if not surpass, any offers from the online systems, such as the various companies that advertise on the telly. I'm sure you know who I mean. If you've got any other questions, please feel free to pick up the phone to us. We'll do our very best to help you. If you'd like to arrange a test drive of the car, and we do also offer nationwide delivery, so if you're not local to us, we can get the car to you, and you could be pretty confident to buy this car with confidence, because it is such a lovely example and great to be a one owner and a car that we know so well. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully we'll speak to you soon. Cheers then, bye.